So as a kid, we all have best friends, right? And maybe not all of us, because some people were ostracized and all the rest of it from school. But for myself, I had a very clear best friend. We spent a lot of time after school, whether it's at his house, coming to mine, playing games, playing football a lot, just like genuinely being bros. And I remember when I first came into his house, it was probably like 5, 4, 5, 6 years old. That like weird time in like nursery receptions for you guys in the UK. We were walking back from school, and we was walking along the river, blah blah blah, and walked past his house, and his door was open with his mum, and I just walked in. Just walked in with him whilst my mum was outside. Then my mum and his mum like kicked off, talked, all the rest of it, and then from there, me and him kind of just became like bona fide bros, right? We just very locked in. And as we got older, became teenagers, young adults, adults, all the rest of it, there were so many really great moments, and I really, I don't want to do like this kind of journey a disservice, but like honestly, like my friend's mom, she welcomed me in, fed me amazing Jamaican food, like oof, oof, that we could talk about another day. Treated me like family. Every time I came in the house, genuinely like felt love like a mother, like if it was my own mother. Come in, hugs. How are you doing, my white son? Everything. It was like great times, and yeah, like a second mother basically to some extent, right? And me and her would like I would always speak to her like an adult, and there was many occasions where we were talking very deep about life, and like I had unlimited time for her, right? Because when we came around, it was like she was the boss of the house, like she was like big mama, like don't f around, f around and find out. But the fact that she treated me like family, we had these types of conversations that like I've never even had with my own mother at times. Um, we do have those types of conversations, and we have had in the past, but like at such a young age, I think she clocked like she just clocked something. I don't know what it was, but there was this one thing she said to me that has like stuck with me for a very very long time. And the irony is this about time. Time waits for no man. And when she first said it, the penny dropped. And my understanding of this phrase kind of has like developed as I've gotten older, because I kind of like reiterate it, and I'll probably get tattooed at some point because it's a good little thing. But like she told me, time waits for no man. And when she first told me that, I thought I had unlimited time in my life, because I was like, well, I'm just a kid, teenager. I think I remember I was like 16, 17. So it was at that kind of time where you're thinking everything is quite like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, like the future is well, like yeah. As now I'm 25 and I'm remembering this probably being about 10, 9 years ago. The duality of this is crazy, because like I think completely different and view the world differently now, and I don't have unlimited time, which would have been nice. But now when I think about that, right, because she said that to me in a way when I kind of she was just dropping knowledge bombs on me, bro, and I was just like, well, now that I've seen it this way, it's good. It's good. You've even lied to me, but now I'm stressed as hell because I thought I had unlimited time, and now you're telling me time waits for no man. And it's like ultimately what kills a lot of people is going to be time. It's age, right? Like there's only a certain amount of time we're going to have on here. And now that we're older, it's like everyone's working, friends disappear, your parents are going to get older. Maybe you had a pet as a kid that passed away. I had one. It's quite a sad, traumatic feeling. Like always, like whenever I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that's a big hole in your life. Um, you realize like adulthood isn't gaining freedom. It's like holding on to the bits and bobs that you can. It's watching like options slowly disappear because you're like basically being forced to operate within the system of the world, of the matrix, if you want to call it that way. If you want to be red pill, blue pill, whatever. I'm neither. Like I'm just speaking observations here. And that kind of coming to terms with the fact that time is not gonna wait for you and there's no pause button should be and can be one of the biggest motivating factors you can come across. Every time you think about like your phone and when you're scrolling on it and you look at your screen time, you go 8 hours. Really? That's a whole work day. You could have made money in that 8 hours. Too many people are too distracted, right? And no one is waiting for you, and no, no matter of fact, time is definitely not waiting for you too. And the fact that we're so like fixated around the fact that we can just buy our freedom, buy back our time, when no one has that ability unless you're like ultra wealthy and you have freedom, genuine freedom to do whatever you want whenever you want, right? Everyone has their own concept of that. But people think like it's going to be handed to them, which is the ironic part of it, because if it was going to be handed to you, I'll be first in line. Like, yeah, I'll take some unlimited time and I can just do whatever I want to do, all these hobbies, right? But it's kind of going back to the whole point around like time waits for no man. It makes your adulthood feel a bit more like you need to pick and choose things a lot more wisely, but also be respectful of your own time. Because you'll realize loads of people love wasting your time. Where if you're in work, you're waiting for people to join a meeting or have a call, or they're just wasting you with like mundane stuff. And it's just like, I wish you would have respect for your own time as much as I have respect for my own time, because you have no respect for mine, if that makes sense. And when people can actually observe that and realize like that is a massive gap, they might start operating differently or like viewing things differently. But until people actually have that respect for the time of others, nothing's going to change. So in your own life, you need to become more respectful of your own time. Understand like people aren't anywhere near as tuned in to what you feel or what you observe. I notice that a lot in the workplace, not at this current workplace, but like just workplace in general, because people observe, they talk, and then they waste your time. I observe and notice everything. I pay attention to everything because I'm like keeping little mental notes. Oh, this person does that, that person does this, but this other person here also is respectful of me. And when I could feel like that energy and the vibe, and like someone's respectful and like they give that kind of two-way aspect to things, it makes you want to like not spend more time with them in like that sense, but like when you are spending time, you're not feeling like you're wasting it. And so many people are finding that such a problem in the modern era, modern world, because people don't have that like time waits for no man in the back of their brain. But like for example, let's even go apply this to the dating pool and the situation right now. Like thank God I don't have to do that. But the amount of people that are wasting time speaking to like 10, 15, 20, 30 different people, then they have to go on dates. Then you have to decide if it's worth the commitment. It's like you've got so much like time wasted in that moment that could be into bettering yourself, whether you're a boy or a girl, man or woman. I'm glad like I've got lucky and lucky. Actually, it's by design. Fuck it. I'm gonna own it. It's by design. I found my partner very early, aligned on a lot of things, and now we're just. But if you're in your 20s and you're struggling to find someone like that, time is not waiting for you, and it's not waiting for them. And when you're being made to wait for messages or responses and all this other stuff, you're just wasting time. You're not achieving anything. You're not making progress. And I see it all the time. I got so many observations on this, and I probably something I said I see this all the time, and it's about time because it's true. But there's so many issues that are like kind of stemming from this. Like, no one has respect for your time, bro. No one does, and you need to put some more respect for yourself, because time is not going to wait for you, and time waits for no man. And the more and more you kind of challenge yourself to think about like, what am I doing today? What am I doing after work? What am I doing on the weekend? And I'm going to sit down and record some videos, or me and my partner, we're going to go for a drive, then we're going to go for, read, and we're going to just get out of the house and feel connected. Do it. Time ain't going to wait for you. So go do those things, because the more time you think, the more time you deliberate about this, you and ah, and you're like, should I do this? Nah, don't. You just need to take the action and do the things. I need to do it in some areas of my life as well, but like by doing the different things that like build up the foundations and those building blocks to get you going, that will get you there. By not doing that and just letting time go by, scrolling on your phone for hours, watching some BS TV shows that keep you minded, distracted, brain rotted away, you're never going to make that progress that you want to, and time is not going to wait for you.